Good afternoon. This is news analysis coming to you live on Politics and Business Television Abuja. My name is Bulus Joanna Ray. Many thanks for joining us at this time. The top stories. The TINUBU unveils tax calculator to show impact on incomes. The Chief of Defense Staff has said the 2027 polls are behind surge in killings. Katsina trains 18,000 teachers and distributes 20,000 tablets to boost learning. Correctional Service hails Ogun AG for inmate welfare. Details coming up shortly. Stay with us. President Bola Tinubu on Friday urged Nigerians to try a newly launched personal income tax calculator that estimates how much will be paid under the tax reforms his administration recently signed into law. In a post on his official X account, the president said the calculator allows citizens to compare the estimated tax under the proposed reforms with current rates and ensure a clear understanding of the impact on individual incomes. Tinubu said the reforms, which take effect from January 2026, are intended to establish a fair tax system, one that never punishes poverty or weighs down the most vulnerable. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has linked the recent surge in killings across the country to the build-up to the 2027 general election. The country has in recent times witnessed renewed terror attacks in the northeast and attacks by the bandits in the northwest. Benue and Plateau states continue to be epicenters of these killings, and on Monday, at least 34 worshippers at a mosque in Unguwar Mantau community of Malum Fashi local government area of Katsina State were killed. Speaking to the media on Thursday evening, Musa said the rising wave of insecurity compared to last year could not be divorced from political activities ahead of the polls. Meanwhile, Katsina State government has officially launched a step-down training program for 18,000 teachers and commenced the distribution of 20,000 tablets to selected beneficiaries in a bid to enhance teaching quality and improve educational outcomes across the state. And according to a statement on Friday by the Chief Press Secretary Ibrahim Kaulaha, the launch ceremony was presided over by the Deputy Governor Farouk Jobe, who represented Governor Diko Rada. In the meantime, the Ogun State Command of the Nigerian Correctional Service has hailed the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Oluwasina Ogunbade SAN for his commitment to the administration of justice and the welfare of inmates within the correctional centers across the state. The State Comptroller of Corrections, Kamaruddin Abioye, in a statement from the Attorney General's office on Friday, gave the commendation while presenting an award of excellence to the Commissioner. Abioye was quoted to have expressed delight at the constant cooperation that the NCS has enjoyed with the Ogun State Ministry of Justice under the Attorney General's leadership. He was specifically said to have reflected on the different inspection visits that the Attorney General had made to the correctional facilities in the state to understand the conditions of the facilities, the plight of inmates, and the challenges of correctional officers. Well, you're still watching news analysis live on Politics and Business Television. Still to come, NNPC profits drop from 905 billion naira to 185 billion naira in July. Details of this headline and more news content after a quick break. Stay with us. Welcome back and onto business matters. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has recorded a substantial decline in its profit after tax after tax, dropping from 905 billion naira in June to 185 billion naira in July. This represents a staggering 79.6% decrease in profit. The company, in its monthly report released late on Thursday, said it recorded 4.41 trillion naira in July, down from 4.57 trillion naira in the previous month. And according to previous reports, NNPC's profit after tax in June was 905 billion naira, down from 1.05 trillion naira in May. It was 926 billion naira in April, and the July figure marked a significant decline even as oil production rose marginally from 1.68 million barrels per day to 1.7 million barrels per day. On the foreign scene, 6 people were killed and 10 are missing after part of a bridge under construction collapsed on Friday in northwest China. A video published by the media showed the middle of the bridge's arc section suddenly giving way and plunging into the water of the Yellow River below. The cause was a steel cable failure. 15 workers and a project manager were on site at the time. The death toll was initially reported as 7 by the newspaper, but subsequent reports put it at 6. The bridge on the Sinchon-Qinghai Railway is the world's largest span, double-track continuous steel truss arc bridge. It is also China's first railway steel truss arc bridge spanning the Yellow River, the country's second longest. And for sports news, let's join Aroko Tom.
Good day, I'm Aroko Tom and this is your P&B Sports Update. All eyes are on the Nigerian Premier Football League as the new season kicks off today. Remo Stars will take on Rivers United in the opening fixtures. History favours Rivers, who have won both previous opening day clashes between the sides. In 2019, Rivers edged a 1-0 win, and in 2023, they claimed a 2-0 victory. Meanwhile, Nigeria striker Victor Boniface is on his way to AC Milan. There's a verbal agreement in place for a €5 million loan deal. It includes a €24 million buy option clause, not mandatory, with a contract running until 2030. In basketball, WNBA side Dallas Wings have signed Amy Okonkwo on a 7-day hardship contract. The two-time AfroBasket MVP helped Nigeria win the 2025 title and now gets her WNBA debut. Host Angola have qualified for the AfroBasket semi-finals, their first in 10 years. Cameroon has also reached the semis for the first time since 2011, chasing their first ever African title. And finally, in cycling, it's 1 month to the 2025 UCI Road World Championship in Kigali, Rwanda. The historic event will be the first ever held on African soil. That's all for now. I'm Aroko Tom. Stay tuned to P&B.
And that wraps up today's program, but before we go, the headlines again. TINUBU unveils tax calculator to show impact on income. From the Office of the Chief of Defense Staff, 2027 polls are behind surge in killings. The Katsina trains 18,000 teachers and distributes 20,000 tablets to boost learning. Correctional Service hails Ogun AG for inmates' welfare. From me, Bulus Joanna Ray, it's bye for now.